when you know that this is such a special dog and he's had such a special story, and then it works out well for him in the end. This is why we do what we do. We received a call back in January about a dog that was found in a home. It had been below freezing for multiple days. And we got a call from somebody who was actually with a cleaning company. They were going into a home that had been evicted, and they found there was one dog that was unfortunately already deceased and another dog that was completely unresponsive. So we rushed an officer to the home, rushed him to our veterinary clinic so that he could get the help that he needed, because he was unresponsive. He was completely unconscious. Our veterinary team just immediately got to work to try to save his life. So what they started to do was try to warm him up very slowly. So they started with, a couple blankets on him. Then they progressed to having some hair dryers. Over the course of, several hours, you just started to see those little signs. His eyes opening. They gave him food at one point. Again, can't overwhelm his system too much with food and water, so we just gave him little bits. Immediately, though, you could tell with him that he was such a sweet dog. His little tail started wagging, and he was just so happy to be around people. And then the next day, when we came in the next morning, he was standing on his own. After he was in our shelter for just a little bit, we decided to go ahead and post him on our TikTok and on Instagram. And within 20 minutes, the video on TikTok had over 10,000 views. So we knew that this was going to resonate with a lot of people.
I was at work, I was taking my lunch, and I was scrolling TikTok like you do, and the Casey Pet Project video popped up on my timeline, and it was so cute. I instantly fell in love with him. I started crying, so I sent it to Richie. I was like, we have to get him, and all he replied back was, we can get him. So he was in their vet care for a really long time. I kind of turned into a crazy person. I called them once a day, and I was like, is he available for adoption yet? Can I adopt him? Can I come meet him? If I couldn't call, I'd be like, Richie, you need to call them today. You need to call them right now.
That's so funny. Hey, baby.
He was the cutest little guy ever, and he immediately wanted nothing more than to start licking us.
Don't be afraid to adopt dogs. He had a rough start to his life, but all they need is a little love and a little attention, and we couldn't be happier with Horton.